The impossible magnitude of our universe. The music and film paint incredible story of the Hubble Deep Field. Small dark area, the small Hubble telescope revealed over 300,000 galaxies.
Well, that's what it looked like in there.
Mm-hmm. In the beginning. Oh, this is awesome. Wow. Solar system. It actually feels like this. Wow, Don Don. Wow. Nice. You have to understand the meaning of life. Lakota star map. The Lakota people used the stars for navigation, for passing on stories of the manhood and the women's maturation. The different stars used were polars, known as the North Star, were used like a compass. Polaris is the type of the handle of the Little Dipper. The Little Dipper and the other stars rotate around the North Star during the year. So this star map resembles what it looks like during the winter solstice. Our ancestors believed that once you take the trail that all the Lakota's people must take, when fate overtakes you, death, your spirit goes into the sweat lodge of Lynn for purification. Then the 7 stars from the Big Dipper, who carve the water for the sprinkling, escort your spirit to the Milky Way. Trail of the Spirits. At the point the trail splits, the divine stood people who lived in the immortal world were forced to head down the Milky Way that ends in Nebula, tumbling through space forever. Them who lived in a proper life, one of the comparison, love, generosity, took the other way to the home of the departed souls. The map itself is the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, dried willow.
A real dinosaur.
Geology. Oh my goodness. There's a real dinosaur. Traveling across the Badlands and the Black Hills of the western South Dakota is a journey through the space and also through time. 4.5 billion years. Sandstone. And look at that black elk. Oh my goodness, look at that black elk pike. We need to see that. We need to take the dogs and go see that black elk.
Wow.
And does it feel different? Is it cold?
They're kind of cool. They room temperature.
Don Don, you having fun? The surrounding peaks and central spires like the needles in the granite rock. The granite and the other ingenious rock is the National Memorial, Mount Rushmore. How did you guys like Mount Rushmore? Was it amazing? As the placers played, out of miners turned to hard rock mining. Mining camps were established all over the Black Hills, and many towns remained, including Deadwood, Hill City, and Custer. We've been to all 3. Did you guys like Custer State Park? The lightest strips represented the large gaps in the rock record. The gaps are a result in the rocks of being removed with corrosion on the Earth's surface and then covered by younger rocks. These gaps in the rock are called unconformance.
Look at it. Got some LED lights.
Cemetery rocks are formed as layers of sediments and deposited one on top of the other. Unconformity represents by the light strip. Limestone. The Allosaurus. The Allosaurus was a large meat-eating dinosaur that lived during the Jurassic period. The name Allosaurus means different lizard. Ooh, what if your lizard got that big? The Allosaurus primarily lived in North America, with the majority of fossils coming into Morrison.
That's an overgrown lizard.
Well, it was in the Black Hills in Wyoming. Average about Allosaurus weighed about 2,200 pounds, with the largest animal. Look at that. Can you imagine 2,200 pounds?
No. I feel like that's fake.
What is a fossil? Fossils are preserved remains of organisms that are not the actual organism itself. Fossils are made of rock Animals, plant leaves, feathers, footprints, shells, and trees can become fossils. Fossilization is extremely rare. In order of an organism to become fossilized, it needs to be rapidly covered by sediment, rock, lava, tar over time. The minerals in the sediment will replace the organism's remains and harden. What is a mineral? A mineral is a naturally occurring inorganic solid, meaning they are not made by humans, have never been alive, and are not made of animals or plants. Minerals have a specific chemical. Pyrite.
Is that fake?
Amethyst. Graphite. Fluorite. Mica. No. Magnet. No, there's not fake. Remember they had big giants back in the day too, and they shrunk us? The legend of the big race. Skyline Drive, Rapid City. You guys been there? Petrified wood. Fossils. Trace fossil. Microfossil. Animal fossil. Plant fossil. Now, what do you think about that? Tinker. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, otherwise known as T-Rex, is a tinker. That's a cute word for it. Theropod dinosaur that lived during the period 145-66 million years ago. Rex translates to king, tyrant, lizard, highlighting the animal's perceived dominance over all dinosaurs of the time. See, in all reality, the lizards are your dinosaurs, but they're just small. Tinker. What'd you think, Don Don? Is that big? Is that big, Don Don? Is the Tyrannosaurus Rex? Yeah. You see that? Look, Don Don. Look up here.
Oh, this is a real bone.
Look up there, Don Don. Oh my goodness. Let Don Don fill it. Here are the diggings for Allosaurus. Feel it, Don Don. What'd you think? What'd you think, Don Don? Oh, don't eat it. Skillstone, spearfish formation, the barnard crystals, homesick ore, the quartz. We've seen rocks like this, didn't we, when we went to the Badlands? Huge ones. Sand, calcite. Mica. So anything like this is called mica. Them little things, so we've seen quite a few of those. I think we have some mica in the car.
T-Rex bone right here.
Look at the feathered dinosaurs.
And this is a mammoth, Mom. This is a whole mammoth.
Oh my goodness. See, look at the milestones of the vertebrate information. See how they were big dinosaurs and they went small again into tiny lizards?
That's crazy. Man, they went from the stupid dinosaurs to the little small creatures.
See, South Dakota and then North Dakota and Montana had all of these, and Wyoming and Colorado and Utah. Don't go to Utah, oh my gosh. Here goes dinosaurs, you could show the baby. The touch and feel of dinosaurs.
What is this long neck, long tree. Bro, look how
The
big.
touch and feel of dinosaurs. Watch out, here come and dinosaurs. Can you touch the bumpy skin? Can you touch the bumpy skin? Look, touch the bumpy skin. Touch the bumpy skin. Whoa. Touch it, Dun Dun. Ooh, you touching it? Bumpy skin. Rub the smooth horns of the Tyrannosaurus. Feel the rough plates of this back. Yeah. Touch the tough rubbery skin of the dinosaurs. Are you brave enough to feel the Tyrannosaurus sticky tongue? Oh my goodness. Can you feel the tongue? Yeah. Look at that, Don Don. Well, man. Animal night. Look at that fossil. Isn't that pretty cool? Dude, there. See how it comes out? See the formation? And then it creates your fossil. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. And that's how you create them. All right. Yeah. Well, that's how you create the like a fossil template. The Minosaur skull. Pretty awesome. He dropped it.
Oh, what tires? Look at damn.
Tyrese, he dropped it.
Tires, look. Mom, look, come feel it.
Here, stand closer to the thing so I can take a picture of you guys. Move the baby. Are you really gonna forget about Jadon?
Oh, do that. Like, sure.
You are here. Say cheese. I wish you would scoot over more closer to Zayden. That would help a lot. Jadon. Yay! Good job.
Mom, look at this. It's shed tooth, but this is his real tooth.
Oh my goodness.
This is real tooth, this is shed tooth, so it broke off.
Pretty cool. What do you think about that?
This is his tooth before.
Does you think that would hurt?
And this, I don't think they felt anything. Well, the tooth, I don't think, but when they get bit by another one, yeah. This is his real tooth, that's the other one.
Dinosaur evacuation along the sides of the South Dakota fossils. They had shovels. They had brooms. They had staples. And they dug up the fossils. Shapes formation, burrow formation, yellow mounds. All these layers became together for the canyons and peaks seen in the Badlands. Today, yes. Look at all these little spearfish. Yes. Oh my goodness. Are they moving?
This is, look. This is, another dinosaur claw right here, Mom.
Uh-huh.
And this is T-Rex.
Pretty cool.
This question we passed that one board from South Dakota.
What the fuck?
You can just write the three things because they're showing you what lived in South Dakota.
this?
T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus.
Like some good skipping rocks. Look at this. The Indians.
Touch the objects. That's a core.
Elk antler hammer.
That's a hammerstone. Look at the Indians. The first people in South Dakota, known as Paleo Indians, were approximately 11,500 years ago. The first people probably traveled in small bands, camping frequently as they hunted the mammoth and the bison, evacuating the campsites. Jim Pete's site.
Look. A stone axe. Stone knife.
That's a mammoth too. What, does it feel good?
It feels weird. Bone height fish feathers.
For the health and safety of all guests, we encourage you to wash your hands. So you gotta wash your hands.
After?
But that's what they do when they're looking for fossils.
Let's dig up fossils.
Writing on the stone, shadows of ancient lives. Early pack tradition. Archaeologists have identified different styles of rocks, arts. Figures, pecked chisels are incised into the stone as known as pedographs. The early packet tradition include images created by the pounding rock surface. Stone, chiseled. The earliest figures of animals are people, later artists created. Abstract. Pictographs. Images created by paintings of the rock surface used for black, blue, gray, or red pigments are called pictographs. Black painted geometry. How is the rock art? Rock art. You see the rock art? This is how they used to be able to tell what was going on in their pictures. What do you think? Instead of having real pictures, what do you think about having those pictures? This is space. Space. Protostars. Blue. Sun-like star. Red dwarf. Supernova. Planets. Thomas Edison. I will puke the book. Hots. Prairie grasslands, because we are in the prairie. Hello. Ranger pick. Old books. I got Lego. 31-day Lego challenge. Stencils. Marble maze. These are some of the things they offer for the kids to do while we're here. Editor, explorer, engineer, examine, elevator, explorer, elablasta, artwork, map, moisture, bathroom, mammoth. New evidence found at the various archaeology sites suggests that the two big game hunter traditions, mammoth and bison hunters, 11,200 years ago in the northwestern plains. The earliest group of bison hunter tradition sites in the northwestern plains are known as Goshen Complex, thought to date between 11,500 and 11,000 years ago. The Goshen tool-making technology probably involved in the later, which produced some of the finest tools ever made. Goshen. A mammoth's own bones could be used to help butcher it. This is a chopper made from a mammoth's shoulder blade. Man, that's all messed up. Turnip ropes were dug by the tribes of the northern Great Plains. They were often braided into strands, were dried for consumption during the winter. 7,500 years ago, an abrupt shift to a dry, hot climate brought an end to the Paleo big game hunt lifestyle. The people of the plains began to rely heavily mentioned by hunting very small and large group game animals. They lived in pit houses, early visions of the teepee. The earliest known example made of a deer antler, and 17,500 years old, was found in France. Changes began to sweep the plains about 1,500 years ago when the bow and arrow replaced the end of the dart. This new, more lethal weaponing allowed larger bands of hunters to stage collaborate mass kills of bison.
There's other animals, Kyrie. Other things too.
What do you think about this? This is like a rake. What do you think? And that was like a shovel.
I'm looking in there.
What do you think about that rake? What do you think about their home? Look at their home. It was a big circle made out of mud. And that was their home. See, like that. They put all the beds along the wall. Hard times of conflict. At least one village was destroyed by war. Called Earth Lodges. Extend the family. The interiors were complex, divided into niches.
Mom,
Yes.
look at this acid.
See their homes? They were called Earth Lodges. Earth Lodges. What do you think? That's what their community looks like. What do you think, Tyrese?
Mom, look at the acid.
What do you think, Tyrese?
And they have no access to wood.
Huh?
Do they have access to wood?
No, this is how they lived.
Man, they lived in, they was making all them tools.
That was their wood right there.
They got a wood on them wood, man. Look at it. You see the acid?
That's acid?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But then you can go to a winter wheat tunnel. Some of them don't look like nothing. Hold up. But yeah. Like this
Scientist Zayden.
spider egg. What the heck? There's all spider in there. It is a black dot. Panic graph. Oh, look at the thing. There's a little stripe. Rabbit fur.
Probably. Oh, rabbit fur looks kind of cool. Animal hide. Important resource for the Lakota. Hides were tanned, used the traditional techniques called brain training. Buffalo tantanka were used for teepees and winter robes. Huh? Oh. Plants. Plants provide a source of food as well as resource for musical instruments and jewelry. Plants. Feathers. Feathers. Prey such as eagles, hawks. They were used to make. Look at them pretty feathers. Antlers, horns, and antlers. Tatanka. A buffalo was called a tatanka. I think that is awesome. What do you guys think? Camps around the horn. Camp circle during gathering. Colors in the Lakota. Yeah, baby. I'm getting these papers. Unity. Brain, Tane, tripod, TP.
It's right there.
Of 3 poles.
Right there.
Oh, wow.
But he's really on that TV, but it's reflecting right there.
That is awesome. While we were living our lives for our own beliefs and laws, we built our teepees and camps of our own country as we moved in response to the circle of the seasons and the placements of the stars in the night. When the stars moved into certain places, we moved our lodges as well. Those were relationship to the stars above as well. Our teepees acted as reminders of our laws, beliefs as well. Those 7 laws were given to us with the sacred pipe of sound wind. The white buffalo calf woman gave us directions on how to use and live by the pipe. The Lakota viewed the teepee of a particular lodge in a organic living body that we are privileged to use. When it's assembled, it reminds us of where we came from, how to make the proper connection to the spirit world. It is physical aboard the bottom within the teepee poles, and covering the top is spiritual aboard. The connection of the vortex in the middle where the poles join is a reminder that we die. We go through that vortex or a small opening to another world. Our world below is thus a reflection of the spiritual world above. The teepee demonstrates all this. It's constructed by tying 3 poles together, so from the tripolar pyramid that goes up doesn't end where the poles are tied. The end of the physical life but goes up to the teepee pole ties for another pyramid which is upside down. Our ancestors used to tell us that the teepee that was put together like to describe the past, present, and future that exist in all life. With the view of the world around us and above us and the place it is, we lived in a balanced light. Those for us time providing for our families by hunting the buffalo, our relatives, and other animal nations. We provided our food. We engaged in sacred ceremonies to renew the circle of the seasons, the energy of the universe. We made alliance in surrounding nations. We engaged in conflicts with the Kaya, Pawnee, Crow, and others over our territory, but theirs are over horses to do our search for honor. Our men were spiritual warriors. Our women were keepers of the families and lodges, reminded us of our values and our honor, beautified of our clothing and our lodges, our strength of our own, and our eras were our own making. We lived in the testimony.
You ready?
Indian arts. Custer's Black Hills. Crossing the plains with Custard. Yes. The cowboy. Here goes all the guns. There's a crowd set to work. He purchased a warehouse on Rapid Street. Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool. That's like riding on a train. Oh, the magic lantern. Before television and film, the magic lantern was a popular form of parlor stage entertainment. First introduced by performers, especially magicians, they originally made the candlelight to project the images from glass slides into the sheet or screen.
It's a circus.
Oh, you see the circus! That's how. See, Zayden loved riding on horses back in the day. He wanted to do that. But yep, this is how they made TV. Now, how would you feel about that?
Look at all these people's names.
Uncle Jim, Kid Curry, Clem Morty, Buffalo Bill Cody. Captain Gardner. Deadwood's legendary characters.
Captain Jimmy.
They were all from Deadwood. What do you think about that? They gambled with cards and played magic tricks.
My man's not. Oh.
Deadwood. Deadwood was a pretty wild town back in the gold rush days, built on the land that still belonged to the Sioux as a result of the Fort Treaty, 1868. Everything Deadwood seemed lawless. Gamblers, prostitutes could barely wait to help the prosperous spend their newfound riches. There was a new rowdy.
Wake up, bro. I'm trying to play some cards with you, bro.
Hence, Cody was holding.
Trying to play some cards, bro?
Pioneer years.
Look, you can see.
Maddie. Maddie A. Lewis. There goes Maddie. Good old Maddie.
Good old ugly Maddie.
Captain Jack Crawford, when I gaze upon the face so far, there's nature's face with towering in the air, with piles of bricks and mortar as I see, proclaiming peace and rest and safety from the Rome. Awesome. Yep. I hope you're going to be ready for this paper after you watch this little documentary we did. This wedding dress was worn by Alice Brower. What do you think? That's the wedding dress. You like their wedding dresses back in the day, or you want a white one? You like that one for your wife, or you want a white one? You don't care what kind of wedding dress? You better care. You want that, or you want a white wedding dress?
I want that.
You want that? Why would you want that for your wife?
Because the white red dress, they look weird.
They look weird with the white? Yep, they went from that to traditional white.
It's going to be like, oh, you know what it is?
See, I liked their furniture back in the day. It was amazing.
I found a new one that was
Oh, where? That's a grocery store right there.
Look right there.
Oh, there go baby Don Don. What do you think? What do you think, Don Don? You see the baby? You just looked around like you couldn't believe it. Washington Hand Press. This is a wholesale and retail store. Instead of the stores looking like actual stores, they look like this.
Look like that.
And there goes another bathroom. Look at the little baby bonnet. Whoa!
Territory.
Ranching.
As a consequence, Belfouche, South Dakota could at one time claim the distinction of being the country's busiest rail shipment center. The open range cattle industry came to a close during the winter of 1887 and 88 when late blizzards devastated the herds
1887,
and brought
whoa.
about the realization that cattle would henceforth have to be restricted to fenced rangelands and more closely.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Look at it, Apple.
Ranching. In order to see the government supplied immunities promised to them, the Dakota had to send their children away to boarding schools or mission schools. Bullshit. Believed it was in the best interest of the Indian to become assimilated into the prevailing white Christian culture. They feared that without assimilation, the Lakota would surely face annihilation. The government ran schools as well as those ran by Christian missionaries, did everything in their power to eradicate all Lakota traditions, language, and values and convert Indians into white. Bullshit. The leather? The fur trapper's cabin. The coat's made out of leather?
Oh, this is a car ranch house. This look like a house that name of like.
Yeah.
And then look.
Look at the little baby bassinet. Aww.
I was still getting on that.
Coming to get a picture. Say cheese. Awesome. Look at all the animals over there. Explorer. Look at the U.S. Army Corps.
In their final earthbound hours, Anderson and Stevens tested a ton of fact-finding and life-sustaining equipment that will accompany them along. Thousands of spectators shivered
Commanded by
awaiting
Major William Kepner, Anderson and Albert ripped a decent force at Eldridge, Nebraska.
unleash this rating giant.
Man.
The cone-shaped balloon, at the time the largest ever built, survives a dangerous downdraft. Then sails safely skyward. Helium,
Air balloon.
expanding at higher altitude, will absorb the flak and swell the bag to a near-perfect sphere. The world learns by radio that all's well with Explorer 2. Miles and minutes tick away. 4.5 hours after takeoff, reduced to minimum ballast, a decision to descend. No mishap, Mars Explorer
Buffalo.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
Say cheese. Turn around.